As an Indian following the news from anywhere in the world, the one name that you must have really heard of multiple times in the last 3 weeks is surely Rishi Sunak. Now Sunak, after 3 weeks of crazy upheaval in British politics, which saw the country say adios to Prime Minister Boris Johnson, is locked in a head-on battle with Foreign Secretary Liz Truss. The prize? The post of the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. So will the Brits finally have a non-white Prime Minister? I mean, Sunak did reach the top 2 after topping every round of voting, but it's not as rosy as it sounds for the former Chancellor of the Exchequer. He is actually being termed as an underdog in the race with Truss, who has much more parliamentary and cabinet experience than Sunak. It is pertinent to note that in contrast to the wider UK population, research does indicate that more than half of fee-paying Tory members are aged over 60, they tend to be male residents of southern England, and they are overwhelmingly white. Yeah. 97% of them. Now, while they do not have any extravagant differences, what will make it for one and break it for the other is what we tried to find out in this video. But before we go on, a little more about the two probables. Rishi Sunak served as the UK's Chancellor of the Exchequer for over 2 years before resigning over Johnson's approach being fundamentally too different from his. Now, born into an Indian family in Southampton, Sunak did his MBA from Stanford University after graduating from Oxford. On the other hand, Liz Truss has served as Foreign Secretary since 2021 and Minister for Women and Equality since 2019. Truss also went to Oxford and has been an MP since 2010. She brings a lot of experience to the table, having held multiple other posts in the government, like of the Environment Minister and of Parliamentary Under Secretary of State for Childcare and Education. Now that we've got the introductions out of the way, let's talk about something that they both really disagree on. Taxes. It's what you pay the government for its services and what somehow gets worse every time Parliament meets. On one hand, the Foreign Secretary has announced a £30 billion worth of tax cuts from day one and has promised to cancel the planned 6% rise in corporation tax and reverse the national insurance hike which came into force in April by Sunak himself. Sunak, on the other hand, has starkly warned against hasty tax cuts and has even claimed that he is the best choice to defeat the Labour Party's Keir Starmer in the 2024 elections. But there's more than just taxes that might sway the British people. So let's look at 3 other issues: immigration, Russia, and Brexit. Now, on immigration, both are quite clear about the urgent need to control borders. Both of them are really supportive of the Rwanda policy, with Truss even going to the extent of saying that there should be a change in the way that the rulings of the EX-CHANCELLOR are applied in Britain, and that she would also be prepared to withdraw from it if necessary. Both Sunak and Truss have been banned from Russia, and both of them have approached the Kremlin with great aggression. Now, due to the invasion of Ukraine, Sunak called on British firms to stop investing in Russia and even praised the decisions of energy companies like BP and Shell to pull out. But this preaching did not stop him from landing in hot soup, given that his wife, AKSHATA Murthy, daughter of Infosys founder Narayana Murthy, has been accused of collecting blood money in dividends from a company that has refused to exit Russia despite the attack on Ukraine. Similarly, the Foreign Secretary too has been vociferously supporting Ukraine in its war. We will keep going further and faster to push Russia out of the whole of Ukraine, Truss had stated in April. Truss initially supported the Remain faction during the 2016 referendum, but has since transformed herself into one of the strongest Brexiteers in the government. She even wants to modify the Northern Ireland Protocol and has said that she now regrets voting to stay in the EU. Sunak voted to leave the EU and has said that taking back control of lawmaking will give Britain a competitive edge. So yeah, he's just another strong Brexiteer. But what are their odds really to win the post of Prime Minister? Now, despite Sunak topping every round of voting before the runoff, and despite Truss coming second among MPs, she is still the favourite to win among the Conservative Party members, according to the latest YouGov poll. So will the UK finally have a non-white Prime Minister? Guess we'll find out on the 5th of September. For more updates and analysis, stay tuned to the Quint.